that knows the proper way to smash a guitar? Yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Up next, it's our main event between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Hits some space around midfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and letting them clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. We try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Purdy. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 30. That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and goal, they go option. And he gets in, touchdown! The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are 2 attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
On first down, here's Sanders. On him quick, and they bring it down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. They'll go play action for Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing the out route complete. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country...
Well, the officials are going to have to take another look at this one. Kyle Shanahan's challenging that call.
Play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Sneak here. Sanders. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
To the air on first down. Sanders. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
If you see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Off the play fake. Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch is made a yard or 2 short of midfield. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's complete to Tillman outright. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A gain of 7.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Sanders going to throw on 4th. He finds Njoku complete. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a 1st on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up, to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Here's Ford running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Sanders now on 3rd down. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks in the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this 4th down. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Schmidt connects, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Isaac Garindo to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. And they'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On the ground, this is Isaac Garindo. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. That's going to be 6 on the run, so that brings up 3rd and right around 8.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Sanders going to throw here on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Not a lot of real estate for them to work with here. It's second and long. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up fourth down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he gets it away from his end zone. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At their 49-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get 35 out of that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First down. It's a gain of 35. First down San Francisco.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say, you never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield. and then taking that short completion.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now lead by 10. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
14. Browns 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return to Jerome Ford. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of 2.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Connects on the crosser. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
It's Ford on 3rd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. They stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Here's Sanders now. Dumps it off to his running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and short here. Sanders. That one's caught by Tillman. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Browns 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Ford. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
To the air, Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. And the 49ers rush gets home and they drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Sanders back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Ford straight ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
On the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They're going to run for it. Ford. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. To throw now is Sanders. Setting up the screen. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Renardo Green with that tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Schmidt connects. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Hey, facing the deficit, it's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Garindo to return it. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here come the 49ers on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's caught. Again, it's Kittle. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Well, you kind of expect this to happen a couple of times this season, right? They catch the rookie here for roughing the passer.
Yeah, that comes with experience, Kate. Rookie is so excited to make plays in his first season. You just get that tunnel vision on making the sack, and he doesn't realize the ball was already gone.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air again. Purdy. That one connects. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers lead by 15 now.
21, round 6.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Sanders setting the pass. He throws a bullet deep to the... Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
San Francisco.
Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cleveland offense headed after this first series of the second half. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace. But they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Quickly on the RPO. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
On first down, here's Sanders. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Now Sanders. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to to have a chance to move those chains.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Motioning left is their running back. Play clock down to 0 and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game backs him up, Brock, and on 3rd down, it's once again 10 to go. Throw here, 3rd down. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left, here's 4. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun snap, a gift to 4. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. There's McCaffrey. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stick with McCaffrey. He's out in the clear. And he's going to have this down at a 42-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, 49ers.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They got 21 yards on the play, and that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the run, and we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going run again with McCaffrey. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the play, and now they've got 4th down and 6.
It's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. A very short kick here from the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good, and that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Browns take
The
over
Cleveland
first
offense
and
back
10
out and getting set for the
at their
drive.
own 23
And all
yard
game,
line.
they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. They start on the ground. It's 4. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Taken down back at the
Their
20
dominance
yard line.
against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
On his own read, here's a give to Ford. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly marked up, too.
Offense on the stop.
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners, too.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Sanders going to look to throw. Setting up the running back screen. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kickoff.
Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Handoff running left, forward. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Play action, Sanders. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. To the air on 1st down, Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to David Njoku. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Ford. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another one for Ford. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Here's Ford. He dodged the tackle. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picks up 6. They're going to have 2nd and goal at the 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Another for Ford. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 3rd and goal, the offense hoping something can finally go right here. Back to throw, here's Sanders. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
It's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Sanders. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Picked up by the 49ers. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. 49ers started celebrating this win a while ago. On 3rd down, Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. First call here coming from the shotgun. Sanders setting the pass. We've got a screen to the running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's a Browns 1st down.
I may
First
love
and
watching a
10
great
at the
thrower, but I
49-yard
love
line.
watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.